July marks the official start of the terms for newly re-elected city officials. It also marks the start of an elected official's retirement. Linda Barnett sits with CitiCABLE 3 to tell us what she enjoyed most during her tenure as city treasurer, what she'll miss about working for the city, and what she's looking forward to most. Linda Barnett has done much more than just balance Torrance's checkbook. For 17 years, she was responsible for bringing in more than $60 million in interest earnings to the city.
We have our revenues that come in and we have our expenditures that go out. So we want to make sure that the city gets the biggest bang for the buck. So we'll take any discretionary money, any extra money we have, and we make sure that's invested daily.
While stressful at times, Barnett recalls one aspect of her job as the most fun part of her day. She regularly spent her mornings strategizing about investment opportunities.
I think the city is ultimately very conservative, and I think that's been a plus for them. They will, at budget time, most of the time with budgets, they're going to understate the revenues that they expect to come in, and they're going to overstate the expense side, and that's a good thing.
And Barnett knows Torrance better than most. Her ties to the city go far beyond employment. She grew up here, attended Torrance schools, and eventually married her high school sweetheart, a man we know as Councilman Gene Barnett. She credits his encouragement and support with helping her succeed.
Gene was always very positive, and he says, you know what? If you want to do it and you don't do it because in fear of not having a job, those are all the wrong reasons not to do it. Because we will always survive, and you will always find another job. But he says, if this is something you really want to do, he says, then I encourage you to do it. So he was my inspiration behind doing that.
And having worked for the city for 33 years, Barnett is grateful for the experience, the friendships, and bonds she's made.
I'm going to miss the people. That's what I'm going to miss most. I've made a lot of good friendships. My staff is wonderful. I think I have the best staff ever. They work well together, and they're all worker bees, and they treat the public very well.
Barnett is looking forward to her retirement. She also plans to continue serving the city, but this time in a different capacity. Barnett hopes to continue making an impact as a volunteer.
As much as I love the city of Torrance, and as much as I love working here, it was time for me to turn the reins over to someone else and move on to another phase of my life. We need new blood. We need someone else that is ready for those challenges and ready for those changes and wants to contribute those changes. You know, they want to do something to say that my mark is on this. And I think Dana's really ready for that. She's ready for that second phase of her life.
Barnett says she's confident in the newly elected treasurer Dana Cortez and her ability to take over the reins. She's counting on a smooth transition.
She knows what she needs to do, and she's got ideas of what she'd like to do to move forward to become more efficient.
Barnett speaks with high regard for her colleagues and her time spent working for the city. She leaves with only the fondest memories.
I've enjoyed immensely being a part of the Torrance family, and I've enjoyed working here, not only as an employee, but even as an elected official. It's been a great ride. It's been fun. You can't say very often that you get up in the morning and you look forward to go to work and to have fun and to work.
Barnett plans to use the next 6 months to travel, catch up on reading, spend time with her family, and finish a few sewing projects. Sounds good to me. Well, coming up after the break, we'll take you to a celebration that's got the crowd fired up.
Now, here's a look at the 5-day forecast.